Excuse me. In yours, I see a uniform. During the pandemic, did you see any noticeable increase in bodies?
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
You trust me, man.
Yeah. We were going to cardiac arrest at least 4 or 5 a day. Versus sometimes you won't go to any.
Alright. Because when it started back in March,
Yeah.
I used to work in television, so I know how journalists are lazy and stuff. When I started seeing these reports, I would go to the places they said it happened. And for example, I'll give you an example. Bellevue Hospital.
Yeah.
Cuomo announced that they had, like, let's say 800 deaths that night. I went to Bellevue Hospital the very next day. Now I can't go inside.
Yeah, of course.
Out on the street, in the lobbies, everybody. If your hospital just had 800, 600 deaths, 100 deaths, would you be dancing at 7 o'clock? Remember 7 o'clock when they came out? Would you be doing that at 7 o'clock, man? Partying, laughing, taking selfies. If fire department comes out and blow their sirens and stuff. And I would talk to these people when they come outside and they're laughing and carrying. I'm like, have you seen jets and stuff like that? And they're like, no. What are you talking about?
I worked through it 100%.
So you believe in this?
Yeah.
You don't think there was any fakery at all?
No, I saw it firsthand. I can only tell you from what I saw it firsthand.
So you're obviously not fire, you're like EMS?
No, I'm fire, but we go to EMS calls.
Right.
We go to CPR calls. We were going to CPR calls. It went from, I think they said it went from maybe 200 a day to about 1,000 a day. There were a point in time where they told us stop working on people.
I tell you, this is like the following year, and I go to Mount Sinai, and I still can't see evidence that this was a real
Remember, they had
pandemic.
trailers they had temporary morgues, the hospitals. They had nowhere to put bodies.
Have you seen?
Oh, yeah. They had nowhere to put bodies.
Okay, so those temporary morgues, they had 12 53-foot reefers behind Bellevue, right?
Yeah.
To be
Kingsbrook
exact.
Jewish Hospital, they had that too. Kingsbrook Jewish.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is where they had about 12 of them. Turns out they were never used.
Really?
Never used. I went to them. They were kept on the FDR.
Yeah.
There's a parking lot.
Yeah.
And I spoke to people from OCME, Office of Medical Examiner.
Yeah.
And at first he told me, oh yeah, there's Phil. I said, have you seen any? No. Now that they're gone, and I speak to people from that office, they say, oh no, we just have them in case.
Really?
And then they moved them to 39th Street.
Yes.
Out
Sunset
on
Park. Sunset Park down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just spoke to the guard yesterday. Right? I told him about it. And he said, like, I said, did you hear the compressor on? No, he said it was quiet. Did you ever see a body? No, you never saw one body.
That's
Now
interesting.
you just tell me you believe in this 100%.
I saw it with my own eyes. That's the only way I can say I believe it.
So why did they say these bodies were filled? These trucks were
I
filled?
don't know.
So let me give you an example. When they moved the 12 trucks out and the parking lot was empty, lo and behold, 6 trucks came back about, I can't tell you how long, maybe a week, 2 weeks later, they brought 6 trucks back.
Yeah.
I went back and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why did they bring these trucks back? Guess why they brought them back? Same 53-foot reefers. They were shooting a TV episode for a program called New Amsterdam. And they brought, in the exact location where the 12 were before, there were 6 for this TV program. And they were using rubber dummies, putting them in. Don't you find something suspicious?
if what you're saying is a fact, I could agree with, but it's hard for me because
course.
I've seen it. I'm talking about, I've seen it firsthand. I did CPR on these people. It went from maybe twice a month to 20, 30 times a month.
You would do CPR on a COVID-19?
Yes, yes. I'm not making these, I'm telling you, this is legit.
I mean, is that like protocol?
Do what?
Put your mouth? And
No, not mouth. You have
it's a
BVM.
okay.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa.
I've seen it. I've done it. So I have a hard time. You know, I understand what you're saying, but I did it.
I don't have the answers.
Yeah, no, I did it. So you
right,
know.
that's why when I see somebody like you, I'm
Yeah.
like, this guy's going to talk to me.
Yeah, no, I did it.
Because I'm not going to
man.
go to the hospitals and
Yeah.
speak to the PR department.
Yeah, no.
Right? I'm not going to go to the mayor's office
Yeah,
where
of course
all you
not.
get is bullshit.
Of course.
And you're telling me you believe this 100%.
Listen, if it's not,
You believe Cuomo, everything Cuomo said.
I don't believe everything he said, but this is if something was off, which I'm not saying it's not. What I saw, it was definitely an uptake in deaths. Definitely an uptake in me doing CPR personally. We had on the board in the firehouse. We had a chart, and we would go how much we had. That's how we would keep track. It was crazy.
And your fire department at 7 o'clock, after going through all this, will go to these hospitals to blast their siren and party?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because, you know, nobody...
I understand you can't stay home and cry. You need to be...
Yeah, nobody cared about us. Everybody cared about the nurses and the doctors because they were doing it in the hospital, so we gave them support. But as far as doing CPR, I seen it firsthand, man. So I can't, you know, I seen it firsthand. I was pushing on these people's chests, pushing on it, and then they came out and said, listen, if you get there and they're within a certain age, don't even waste your time. Just don't do it.
Did you have any interactions with anything with the Central Park Hospital?
No, I never.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
So I live close by to the hospital, so I go there like almost every other day. I went to the hospital. That place was quiet.
Really?
They had like a food tent. People come out laughing. You know, it was a religious thing. So
Yeah.
they would pray and then they eat and laugh. But if you go to their website, it's called Samaritan's Purse.
Yeah.
If you went to their website, they would tell you how many deaths was going on inside there, how many people were suffering overnight deaths. And again, I never went in.
Yeah.
But boy, don't you agree that you would see some indication on the outside?
I agree. And like I said,
Now you know the city, right?
Yeah.
You know how much real estate they have in Manhattan.
Yeah.
If you have to have an emergency hospital for respiratory diseases, would you build one in a park that floods when it rains, on the grass, on the dirt, where the dog poop?
Listen, I agree.
Central for Mount Sinai, it was supposed to be an overflow for Mount Sinai Hospital. Do you see how much real estate these people have?
Listen.
Roosevelt Island, tons of buildings, empty. Buildings, concrete, electricity, water, running water. You need that, right? Why would you go on a tent? This is not Haiti.
I agree, but I know that there was definitely something.
Man, I
off.
hope I put a bug in here. You're in a position to see more than I do.
No, I know, and I'm not. I agree with you in a sense, but I saw it for myself, so I don't know how to explain.
I wish you could say we believe it 99.9% at least. Not 100%.
I don't know. It's hard for me because I was there drawing it. I saw it, so you know.
I would have to take your word for it, man.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Have a good one.
You too.